Alright, so now maybe I have an angle that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Again, I'm having trouble getting angles and stuff right here because I'm not used to this. Maybe I need some kind of special thingy. Probably do need like a special phone thingy. So I'm going to just, again, kind of cut the pipe. I've got a stick of 1/2 inch right here. So I'm going to line this up. It would be helpful to have a pencil. That would be super, super helpful. But you know what? I don't. So I'm just going to kind of score it where I need it to be. So it needs to be made in between the N and the U in USA here. See that? That's where it needs to be. So I'm going to cut this pipe. I don't usually like doing this many fittings, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Alright, pipe is cut. So again, dry fitting it to see if this actually will work. And since this is a bendy pipe, it will. Oh my gosh. I love the bendy pipe thing here. I'm hoping this does well. If it doesn't, you know, I'm gonna cry probably. Maybe not, but that's what I like to say. Alright, so now I'm going to start taking this apart and gluing it together. So I'm going to take my gloves off to do that. This is very, very messy situation. And these things, if they haven't been opened in a minute, like it was just opened a few days ago, but they seal very quickly. So just remember that. They do seal quickly. It can be hard to get it open. Oh, got it. Alright, let's try the other one now. This one's glue. It's hot, so it may be hard. Oh, no, wow. This glue opened nicely. Wow, can't hardly believe that. Alright, so first what I'm going to do, and sometimes I do like to bring this out of the ground just a hair if you at all can. It's a little bit hard to do it with this one, but you know. So now I'm just going to primer. And a lot of people get primer all over the place. Try not to do that. It makes the pipe weak. And I know, like, sometimes you can't help it, just like right there, because the pipes are so flipping close together. But, you know, it is helpful if you can do it like that. Then I'm going to put the glue on. Make sure you get a nice ample amount of glue inside the thing there. Oof, I got it on both sides. That means I'm going to have to hurry and do both sides, which is super fun. And since I got it on that side, just make sure you get like an ample amount there. Oh. And now I'm going to hurry up and do this one. Got my towel to wipe my excess crap off, glue and everything off. Alright, so that held for quite a minute, second, or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing again, except I already got the primer and glue on the other side of that one. So I'm going to use an ample amount of glue. I always use an ample amount of glue, so just by the way. But always wipe it off too. Like whatever extra glue you have, wipe it off. Like whatever comes out. Okay, just give it, like, you have to hold this for like a few seconds. If you don't, it'll try to back itself out. Okay, that works. Alright, now I'm going to remove this pipe and glue it in. So it's kind of just the same process over here. Got your primer that you want to do. This will be easier because it's not actually touching the ground, which is super nice. Then we've got our glue that we're going to do. Let's do in here first. And I do like to do both sides. You really are supposed to do both sides, but I mean, it doesn't take a genius to glue pipes together, so And that's a lot of dirt in there. Not exactly what I wanted, but you know, be that way sometimes. It's not right there at hand. I got glue in the hole. Don't want glue in the opening. And it's not like you have to do this in a second. You do have to do it fairly quickly. So just remember that. This all has to be done pretty dang quickly. And again, I'm going to wipe that dirt off. And just make sure that you hold it for a few seconds. Alright, now we're going to fit it onto this. Oof. Hopefully that's long enough. I think it will be once I get it set. Oh wait, let's remove that pipe. Yeah, that should be long enough once. Yeah, it's definitely long enough. Okay. I was like, oh, if I cut that too short, I'm going to be super not happy with myself. So let's get you there. Let's get the inside of this one. I might use this bendy pipe more often over here now that I, one, know it exists for one thing. Man, when I was working in irrigation all the time, this would have been so handy. Dude. Of course, that was years ago. Alright, now we're going to fit these pipes together. Make sure that you got a good seal on them and they don't come apart. And this one will fit down a little bit more, which should be helpful for me. I'm going to wipe it off some. And just hold it for a few seconds. Still wanting to ease out some. I need to hold this a few seconds longer. So if this doesn't hold, what am I going to do? Like if I can move this thing out here in a few seconds, I'm going to cut this. I'm just going to put another slip in there and call it good. Because that means I didn't make this pipe quite long enough, which I may not have. We'll see. Okay, it looks like it's going to hold. Now all we have to do is turn this sucker on, but we're gonna wait for everything to get and dry to turn the sucker on. So stay tuned for my next video when we turn all this fun stuff on here. So yeah, and subscribe, people. Thanks.